So welcome back to another episode of Stauffer Garage. Today we're detailing this 2012 Chevy Silverado 2500 with a Duramax diesel engine and an Allison transmission. I've said that wrong in a previous video. I knew what I was talking about, but sometimes with these voiceovers, this one's being done at 2:30 in the morning. That happens. And make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. Hit those notification buttons. Give this video a thumbs up. And I want you guys to comment down below, where are you originally from? I'm wearing this shirt. It says Flow Grown. My mom got this for me, but I originally grew up in Florida. I lived there for 25 years. But it'd be really cool to see where you guys grew up or where you currently live. But just let me know in the comments below. It will definitely decide how many of you actually get to detail your car outside in the wintertime. Me personally, it's a little bit tricky in Ohio when it starts snowing, but I try to get as many of those exterior details as possible for you guys in the winter. Now the seat's fully removed from the car. This is the aftermath. This is what was lying underneath those seats and why it's so critical for me to remove them in my videos. And I can tell you one thing, my garage actually 3 days later still smells like spicy Cheetos and the food that I found in this thing. This thing smelled nasty. Now, instead of jumping straight into the vacuuming and other things, I went ahead and decided that the seats needed to get done first. Because they are cloth, I wanted to give them as much dry time as possible. So first things first, vacuum any crumbs, get in between those seams, and then make sure that they're ready for the extraction phase and ready for, the good scrub that they get from the drill brush. Typically, I always show you guys spraying on the fluid to help with cleaning up the seats and then the drill brush portion of it. But for some reason, my camera decided not to record, or I just completely forgot, to be honest. So that's why you didn't see that part before I started doing the extraction phase. And I will say I have upgraded the DIY extractor that I talked about in a previous video. I still haven't picked up my Mighty yet, which I'm working on a deal to figure that one out. But for right now, I went ahead and fixed this one by putting an air compressor fitting on the water holding tank and pressurizing that to 20 psi. So essentially it's a full-fed pump, so I don't have to worry about priming and pumping that tank every time. And if you guys want to see that full DIY video of all the parts and all the pieces that you guys would need if you wanted to set one up, let me know in the comments down below, and I can go ahead and give you guys a parts list and a tutorial and kind of show it a little bit more in depth, how I built that extractor. Now this truck is used as a farm truck, a hunting truck, and a contractor truck. As you can see from all the corn and all the grease and everything else that was in this thing, it definitely had some dirt and grime on it, especially the seat. The driver one was definitely coated in a full layer of grease on top, so it did take 2 passes of pouring on extractor fluid and drill brushing and extraction, but they did come out looking really, really nice, getting all that grease removed with hot water. It's definitely looking a lot better than it did when it started. Now for the seat rails on the center seat, these ones seem to collect majority of the food, even though all of them got cleaned the same way. But for this one, I'm just using my all-purpose cleaner, my detailing brushes from Fox Clean. And if you guys do need detailing supplies, make sure you head on over there now. I have drill brushes, detailing brushes, pet hair brushes that you saw in this video, tons of microfiber towel options, and then also the mega drying towels that you guys love. If you guys are looking for Christmas presents, even, you know, any sort of gift or just for yourself to stock up for the winter, definitely head over there after the video. Use plush15, you get 15% off on your first order. So make sure you guys stock up and head over to foxclean.com after the video. If you ever wonder what products I use in my videos to clean the cars that I detail, I always have those listed below in the description box for you guys to check out through the links. So make sure you guys check those out if you're interested in any of these products. Now with all the seats cleaned, it's time for that extractor pour for you, and this is a little bit different than my typical extractor pours, but I was able to use it and just kind of tip my whole shop vac over to show you guys. But this stuff looks nasty and it smelled horrible. Now with those seats out of the way, it's time to go back into the inside of the car and start removing all of the large trash, all the large debris and the floor mats that my vacuum obviously can't take care of before we get all this corn, food, and everything else vacuumed up into this carpet. Now with the floors completely vacuumed in this one specific spot, I'm showing you guys using the Foxtail Pet detailing brush to remove any pet hair, but it also removes a lot of loose carpet fibers and a lot of, just miscellaneous things in the cracks and crevices before you hit it with the vacuum again. It's a great tool to get into all those corners, but definitely you'll be surprised sometimes, especially with Range Rovers, how much of the carpet fibers are loose, and when you just actually, brush them with this brush, how nice they look afterwards because all those loose fibers are gone and it just looks like a fresh piece of carpet. So definitely something to consider adding to your detailing arsenal if you don't have one already. Now with all the door panels vacuumed out, as long as the floor, I'm going to start cleaning all those little bits and pieces that I removed from the center console area, all the little different plastic connectors that cover the seat brackets. And for these carpet pieces that go inside the center console, I made it really easy just using my all-purpose cleaner, drill brush, and then just extracting all that liquid out of them to get them completely cleaned. They were dyed and had some paint on them and stuff like that, so they were really difficult to get completely clean from that reason. But all the dirt's removed at least, and they definitely look a lot better than they did when they started. Now, I've been getting the question a lot about the sprays that I've been using in the last several videos. It's definitely something that's going to be coming very, very soon for you guys. I'm really excited about it. So if you are interested, make sure you're subscribed so you do not miss out on when this drops. But it's going to be coming soon for you, definitely before the Christmas season, so you guys can stock up and get some of those gifts for people. But yeah, I'm excited about it. You guys will be super happy with it, and it's something I've been working on for quite a while. Now, if you watch this channel for a while, you know I love rubber floor mats. They are a lifesaver, especially keeping your carpet clean, but also from a cleaning standpoint. It's easy as spraying all-purpose cleaner, drill brushing if you truly need to, and then just spraying them off with a pressure washer. Rubber floor mats are a gift, and I think anybody should have them in their car. It's one of those things that you know is going to get dirty, so you might as well minimize the amount of dirt and cleaning that you have to do, and it just makes your car look so much nicer when they're cleaned a lot faster. So yeah, rubber floor mats for the win. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this transformation and enjoyed the black light footage at the beginning, showing you all the stains, bodily fluids, everything else inside the seats. I know that sounds nasty, but it's true. But yeah, I love this transformation. I actually like this truck a lot. It was tuned and had a selector on it for different tune levels because it's a diesel. And they're a lot of fun to drive. But anyways, if you are new, subscribe, hit that like button, turn on those notifications, and I'll see you guys next week.